women getting together. And then the interesting thing is, you know, when women get together, all of a sudden men want to be a part of it too. Isn't that funny? They're like, well, why can't rich guys trade too? But anyway, yeah, we just came off of our launch. The second phase of our launch has been, it's been amazing. I'm just so, you know, I think back to the moment that I met Tamra recently, because I've known her for years. But I think back into the moment that I met her on a conference, a call the other day that really feels like the other day. It was about a month ago, when my husband snuck her in the room when I was studying for my insurance license test, and her husband, she and her husband just kind of started dripping in my subconscious. And I'll never forget when Tamra said to me, you know, you'll be part of a movement. You'll be part of Rich Girls Trade. You'll be part of a movement that will help young girls, 16-year-olds, 14-year-old girls who are underprivileged and who need support all over the world, not just here in these United States. And so when I knew that I was going to be a part of that, I was like, okay, you know, she had no idea that she was talking to me. And this is the language that I need to be a part of something like this. And I said, I was very, very quiet. She didn't know that it was working on me. And now I'm here and I am full-fledged. And she told me that most women that have seemed to be closed in the beginning, all of them wind up being open. And she is so right. Now I am here 100% with you, Tamra Young. So thank you so much for your persistence and your husband. And I'm just honored.
Oh my goodness. I see so many women like yourself, Simone, who are on here today. And I'm super excited that you're going to be one of our co-hosts tonight. So I want us to keep trying so we can unmute one of our women of the hour, Deb Toomer, who actually worked on the Federal Reserve, just an exciting woman. And we're super thrilled that she's on today and so many of her guests. I'm so proud of you, Simone. You and your husband are building a remarkable team around the country. I've seen what you can do when you put your mind to something. And so today, we celebrate you, we honor you, and we thank you for being a part of Rich Girls Trade. There are so many remarkable women. Man, you mentioned men. Yeah, the guys are getting on here too, girls. The guys are getting on here too. You know, we see you, and we have anything to ourselves, right? You know, good things are hard to keep to yourself. And so, again, Deb Toomer, whenever we can hear her, I want her to jump on in. She's a part of our Rich Girls Trade family. Myself, countless women around the world. We're in over 50 countries, from Colombia to Czechoslovakia. I mean, you know, Germany, England, all throughout the UK, Simone. We're having a ball. I see Neve there from Ireland, Neve Lowry. And there you are. Man, I heard you did a one-woman show, Whitney Houston, and another one, Billie Holiday. You know, what brings a woman like yourself off of the stage and onto this stage, teaching women how to trade Forex and learning yourself? Why is it so important to you?
Well, it's important to me because, first and foremost, I realized that, you know, at the age that I am, I'm 52 years old, and I realized that, you know, after having been an entrepreneur for 15 years and just strictly working from home, I realized that, you know, going back to work is really kind of not an option. You know what I mean? Like, the pension that I would actually build up is not worth buying a cup of coffee for. Because I have friends that are actually my age that are going back to work. And then, you know, I have friends who have worked, you know, in the same job for years, or at least, you know, for several years in the same job, and they have a decent pension, but decent pension is not enough. I think that we deserve to live the life that we are destined to live. God wants so much more for us than what a pension can pay for. You know what I mean? And so I realized that if you can find build a skill set and learn a skill set that actually can make you generational income, I mean, that's what we have here. And you don't even have to tell a soul about it. But because you have something that's so special, you want to tell a soul. So I've told several souls, and people who have said no to me on many occasions in the past have said yes to me now. And we're organically building an amazing team.
Awesome. Awesome. I thank you so much. And if I call on speakers and we don't hear you, we're going to have to go on to the next person. But so many of you are so valuable, all of you ladies, and I never want you to be ignored on these calls. If Deb's there, chime in. They keep telling me you're unmuted, beautiful. You know, but she's another.
Hey, Tamara, I'm here. Tamara, I am here on the phone. We're going to make this work tonight. Thank you, Jesus. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you so much. My goodness. So I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure.
Excited to be here. Finally. So to God be the glory. To God be the glory.
Super. Hey, listen, you have such an intriguing background. Over 20 years with the Federal Reserve and counting the money, shredding the money, giving the money, you know, Miami, I think New York, but I mean, you are amazing. I know you're calling us tonight at the Yacht Club on the 25th floor in Miami.
How about that?
Been with the radio station for so long now, another 20 years, such a big role there. One of the oldest radio stations in the country. And so I look to women like you. I look to women like Simone and countless others, Dr. Stacey Lang. I want to welcome you again, Deb Toomer, and all of your guests around the world who chimed in tonight. I know you wanted to say hi to a few of them, but I'd also love for you to tell us, why would a woman like yourself take time to be in a space like this? It probably feels like home. Take it away, Deb Toomer.
Amen. Thank you so much, Chairman. And shout outs to you, your husband, Mark. Thank you so much. Of course, Chairman Andre Campbell, Greg White, and everyone that I've met thus far in this wonderful opportunity, this wonderful platform, iMarketsLive.com. And of course, we are Rich Girls Trading and the Rich Guys Trade too. It's exciting to be here, Tamara, and I appreciate you sharing that. I'm an humble servant of God. That's what I am first and foremost. You asked me that, and that's why I told you that. But I have had a wonderful career, opportunities, and they've all been building stones, platforms to bring me to this point. Of course, the Federal Reserve, Gospel AM 1490, WMBM, where ministry blesses so many. And here now in this space really is God ordained for me. In the sense, Tamara, that I'm always looking for educational opportunities, ways to empower our community, especially our women. We have always been around money, we spend money, but we really want to manage money. And this is a way to really learn those principles in the ways banks and financial institutions have been doing it for so many years, right by the touch of our phone. So when I was exposed to this wonderful, wonderful opportunity, I said, of course, yes. And I'm learning. I love Adeze when she says we are always in a learning mode. So this is something that we can learn, we can do together, and we can build together and leave a legacy and teach our young ladies and the young ladies that are coming behind us these wonderful principles of trading. And I love it. I love it. I'm excited. I'm excited about your energy. So glad you're feeling better, and I'm giving it back to you. So thank you for this opportunity. But may I, if I could, just shout out to Dr. Pat Thomas, our friends and loved ones from Uganda. We have wonderful family members from Jamaica on the line. New York is in the house. Dr. Nia Toomer Menza from New York City. So I appreciate that. And all the sisters that are hosting and co-hosting on tonight. And I must also say, if I may, we are looking forward to having everyone in iMarkets Live in sunny South Florida. You heard me and you said it. I'm on the 25th floor overlooking the Intracoastal and the ocean. And when everyone comes here, we're going to make it happen in a big way for all of our wonderful IML family members. Tamara, thank you so much. Back to you, my dear.
Oh, I love you. Ladies, you know that is a radio woman. That is a radio pro. Look at the kind of fun we've been having lately. I see you, Nietzsche. Look at the fun we've been having. We were just with about, 5,000 rich girls trading, rich guys and other men and women all around the country. We're having a ball. I mean, Deb, this is such a super space. You know, my husband and I were so thrilled to share the stage with the CEO, and look at all those blue jackets. You all are going to know what that means in a minute. But there are countless men and women around the world who are learning how to trade. They're learning how to build wealth in a way that they probably never thought they'd ever be in the middle of. You know, I'm super excited because when I met the first rich girl, the second rich girl, the third rich girl, you know, one of them owned oil wells and oil tanks. Another owned airplanes. You know, another owned a radio station. Another was a television host. We looked up and we had women all around the world. Of course, Rich Guys Trade too. But I'm going to try to skip this one. But every time we have an event, this is what happens, ladies and gentlemen. This is the space. This is the space that you can be a part of tonight. Over the next 20 minutes, We're going to tell you what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it. We're going to share testimonies from other women like this rich girl in the middle in our London team, South Africa, Johannesburg, Durban, so many places around the world have come to our team, Suriname, Aruba. We're teaching in universities. One of my alma maters, Spelman College and Wayne State University, is where we're having breakout training sessions. You know what I want to do right now? I want to make sure that Dr. Stacy Lane is unmuted. And gals, when I call you, just jump right on in. Somebody get Stacy Lane unmuted if she's not already.
I am. I'm unmuted.
I love it. Listen, I've heard so many things about you, doctor. I mean, you're all about wealth principles, learning the modern rules of money, the global new rules of money, earning like the bank. That's something you just do instinctively. You've been teaching men and women what to do with their money for a long time now. And so it delights me this evening to bring you on board, and so that you can share with men and women why this cash flow quadrant, if you will, that Robert Kiyosaki talks about so frequently is such a big deal. Take it away. We're going to find you too. I want to get you on camera, beautiful.
I'm coming. I'm actually in transit, and I could not deny myself the opportunity to be on this conference call this evening. You are so phenomenal. I just got to give it up to Rich Girls Trade. I couldn't imagine being anywhere else than where I am right here, right now, among you all, these ladies tonight. When you said why, because water seeks its own level. And I sought you and your husband out, me and my partners. We looked for someone in this industry that was willing and ready and able to follow such a thing as the cash flow quadrant. I look at things like people say employee. We all grow up with go to school, get good grades, and get a good job. Well, we did that. You know, I got the masters, I got the doctorates, I became a professor, I did those things. But to be honest, like many of the people on this call, it was never really satisfying to me. And what I learned, Tamara, what I really learned along this process when I started writing grants and getting more into investment opportunities, because see, we've written over $300 million in grant funds. And what I learned in this process in that space, when you're working with that type of capital on individuals, you learn something really quick. Everybody on this call needs to have an operating account and a reserves account. I heard the young lady from the Federal Reserves. She can totally vouch and back and understand what I'm saying right now. If you do not have a reserves account, then you're behind the curve. Let's speed up the process. You have to have an operating cash flow account, and that's where you're going to start working with your investments with Rich Girls Trades as you're learning. Even though I have all the degrees, one of the things I tell people is never ever stop being a student. You must be a student in this process. Many people tell me, okay, Dr. Lang, I want to be a business owner. You want to own your business as opposed to having your business own you. So you're thinking about that self-employed process. What I love to do, which is what I'm doing right now with Rich Girls Trade, is watching my income work for me. I put my money to work. That's my first employee. When you come into my hand, the first thing I say is, what can you do for me? What can you do to duplicate and to get yourself to another level? I tell my money where I need it to go and how much each and every dollar needs to be reproduced. You got to show that process. And in order to understand that, I'm excited. So I'm moving a little fast here because I know we got a limited amount of time. But in order to understand that, ladies and gentlemen, you got to tap into Rich Girls Trade so you can understand this cash flow, because it's okay to be an employee. Everybody has to step there sometime. Some people have told me I'm unemployable, but I'm not. Because if the price is right, I will be on the payroll. I am CEO of me, and it doesn't matter whose company, if the price is right, if the product is right, if you're in a position, you need to know how to work. You flow through each one of these these quadrants here. You got your employee, but you also got self-employed. And when you're self-employed, you're going to be a business owner. And when you're a business owner, you must invest. But before you invest anywhere and anything, you must invest in yourself. Self comes first. Personal development, self-development. When people come to me and they ask me and they tell me all their beautiful dreams about what they want to contribute to the world, because they want to, I got all these nonprofit opportunities. Sure, I could show you and write you a grant and get you $1 million. I do that in my sleep. I do that daily. That's okay. I'm going to make that dream come true. But what about you? What will you do with the $1 million? What are you prepared for? Wow. And that's what we got to say. You got to have some self-investment. And that's what I love about Rich Girl Trade. Everyone on here, as humble as can be, as beautiful as they are, the ladies on this call are ready to lead the way. And where there is no way, we'll make a way. I turn it right back over to you, beloved.
I love you. Hey, and I love Chief McQueen, Miami Police. Man. The city of Miami Police. And that's all because of Deb Toomer. Again, when you've got women coming together who understand money, who understand wealth, you attract the masses and the very best. And a little bit of everybody starts to look in. Rich Girls Trade has attracted biologists, scientists, endocrinologists, cardiologists, judges, prosecuting attorneys. I salute all of you for helping us spread the word. What is Forex? Forex is simply the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. And I'm going to call on some women spontaneously tonight because I want to breeze through here, but I want every single viewer watching all around the world. We saw Ghana, Uganda, all the way to Paris and the UK and Detroit, Michigan. I want you to get a feel from other women who you might resonate with even a bit better. Forex is the exchange of one country's currency for another. And I have a woman on the line. If anybody sees Regina Brown, grab her for me, because she was loving enough to send all of this cash. She said, as a flight attendant, as someone in the industry for many, many years, she said, I've been trading currency. You better believe it. Look at all these countries she's visited. And she was kind enough to send it to me. I want to hear from you, if you're there, Regina, about what Forex really is. You sent us money from Ghana. Not only did People magazine say you're one of the most beautiful women in the world, but you're one of the smartest, sharpest women in the world. Are you there, Regina Browning? Are you there? Hey, listen, I thank you. I thank you for all of this cash you sent. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever country you've been in, if you went from Detroit to Canada, if you went from, Atlanta to the UK, you had to use the euro because your dollar was no longer any good there, right? It is the exchange of one country's currency for another. You're buying or you're selling the world's major currency pairs with a click of a button if you're in Rich Girls Trade, because unlike most people, we're learning how to trade currency. We're doing it using an apparatus, an iPad, a Mac, a PC, or our cell phone. And when you get to those countries, again, you're either selling your currency or you're buying it back when it's time to leave. And when you leave, do you notice the amount that it was worth when you got there? It may have changed a little bit. That's called the exchange rate. Those little digits on the right, they change, right? The value goes up and the value goes down. Did you know that actually equals over $6 trillion every single day except for Saturday? This is the largest, most liquid financial market in the world. And so we're thrilled to be able to trade it 24 hours a day. And now with the introduction of cryptocurrency, we're trading Ripple, Litecoin, Ethereum, the Bitcoin. My husband and I even bought mining machines for Bitcoin. This industry will not sleep. This industry will not go away. We're showing men and women how to do what the banks have been doing with our money for hundreds and hundreds of years. See, they've been trading our currency while it's sitting in our accounts. They've been giving us 0.001% on our money, and they've been trading and earning trillions using your money in the middle of the night, in the dark, under the covers, and they don't give you a dime. So if you're someone on the line today who thinks, this could be a scam, this could be a hoax, perhaps it's not real. I heard from a woman today named Selena, and Selena really touched my heart. We're going to get her unmuted. Selena was amazing. She said, I didn't believe this worked. I didn't believe this was real. And now I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that it is. I'm meeting men and women around the world who are trading. And so that delights me. Selena, if you hear me call your name, whenever I call your name, just jump on in, gals. Because like myself, she's now trading using any device she wants to. And I'm really excited. Selena, we have you unmuted. If you're there, you or Regina, jump on and let me hear you speak, okay?
Hi, beautiful. I'm here. This is Selena.
Oh, Selena. Back at you, beautiful. You're the beautiful one. Welcome to Rich Girls Trade. Why are you so excited about this amazing space?
Oh, man, Tamara, first and foremost, I'm excited because it makes sense. I mean, really, just bottom line, you know, I mean, I'm a Southern girl. My grandfather's a Southern preacher, and he always said, baby girl, if it makes dollars, it makes sense. And that just makes sense. And, you know, I'm excited to Tamara, because look, you know, if I had the opportunity to get in, say on Nike, you know, if I could get in on Google, if I can get in on Amazon, if I could get in on the cell phone industry, if I were able to get in, I would. I think many people on this call would. You know, these are $1 billion a year industries, you know, Amazon 109 billion a year. And this industry has been around for decades, making generational wealth, as one of the other queens stated, for decades, you know, to the tune of billions and trillions of dollars a day. It makes sense. So I'm excited because of that. I'm ready to get my why up and going. I'm ready to fire my boss. I'm ready to get to living my life and doing my, you know, living my dreams. So thank you so much for being a mentor for me. Thank you for welcoming me into this group and just wrapping me in the love and all that's available to us. And I welcome every woman on the call. If you're on the fence, get in and let's get it.
I tell you, thank you so much. I see Chioma Ononiwu too, from Nigeria, who's leading our charge there. Ladies, gentlemen, whoever invited you on, Cynthia, you know, I see you, Desiree, Donna, all of you ladies. Somebody said, hey, look, there's a company out there that's offering education. They're teaching you a simple skill set. They're teaching you how to earn like the banks. They're teaching you how to get so much more than 0.001% on your money. That company is called iMarkets Live. That's who we partnered with. And Forex trading education is what we offer. First class Forex education. You know, you can see the stats there, but the bottom line is this. What if you could work with someone, ladies and gentlemen, instead of taking 22 years to turn $1,000 sitting in the bank into $2,000, what if you could work with someone who's earned over $100 million trading? Now, what if you could do that? That's Christopher Terry on the left, my husband's good friend, who asked him to be a master trader with this company and a master distributor with this company, you know, about 6 years ago, and he passed on it, you know, but I'm so grateful because timing is everything. And if you're like us, if you're like Selena, who is just doing a tremendous job helping men and women around the world, if you're like the rest of us who have said, wow, if Lawrence Michael Young can do it, if Clarence Davenport can do it, if Nikki Howard Combs can do it, that phenomenal event planner in Michigan, you know, if Nietzsche can do it, I can do it too. Angelina Ford, we see you all trading and profiting. The text messages I get every day, they bless us, all because of these people you see on the screen, especially the two on the left. Isis De La Torre, she has something in common with you, Deb Toomer. She worked in the Federal Reserve for many, many years. That's what she did. And for so long, she handed the money to the men on Wall Street. That was her job, 20 years. And now guess what? She's leading a company that is in 120 countries and has close to 70,000 members. And I'm so grateful because of all of you on this call and so many others in over 50 countries. My husband and I are celebrated as being in the top 10 money earners trading currency and building organizations around the world where we show you how to do what we do. The other two gentlemen on the screen, phenoms in the industry that came over here and said, this is so unique, I want to be a part of it. iMarkets Live, let me tell you a little bit about what makes us so unique. And I love that they protect you because Forex, you can lose a lot of money too. Yeah, I said it. All of you distributors on there who are saying, don't tell them that. Why not? People around the world, once you hear about the largest, most liquid financial market in the world, it's not the stock market. Why wouldn't you want to jump in? Why wouldn't you want to invest all your money, right? But what if you don't know what you're doing? What if you get with a company that actually gets a return on your trades? So they'll let anything happen to your money. They love it when you lose it. They love it when you make it. We don't do that. We don't take a dime from your trades. We don't profit off of your trades. We show you rather where to enter a trade, where to exit a trade. Our goal is simply to empower and enrich and educate over 1 million men and women over the course of the next, 10 years? That's our goal. 36 months, we want 1 million people. I was just told by my husband, who actually started this whole movement. I watched him trading. Marilyn Lee, let's get her unmuted. Listen, Pastor Lee, if you're there, listen, I watched him trading. I watched him turn $1 into $600 during a commercial break. And I said, I can do that. I can do that. And I just talked to her. So if anybody sees her, get her unmuted for me. I just spoke with Marilyn Lee, Wealth Ambassador. And it was funny to me that women like Marilyn Lee, women like Deb Toomer, they saw this and they said, I can do this. I want to be a part of this. I want to take advantage of everything your company has to offer. I want to take advantage of those 60 plus videos in multiple languages, basic to advanced learning courses with easy to follow step-by-step videos. I want to take advantage of all of that. They're learning to earn, while they're learning to trade. They're earning while they're learning. They're earning while they're learning, right? And I love that it goes hand in hand. Marilyn, if you're there, jump in.
Yes, Tamara, I'm here.
Awesome.
And I am very excited about talking about this IML Academy. There's one thing that cannot be taken from us. And Tamara, so thank you so very much for this opportunity to be able to share with the ladies on this line, these rich girls trade, and these rich guys that trade that's listening in as well. There's one thing that separates us from the wealthy, and that is information. But no longer. We have been given now the education that we need to be able to go into the largest liquid financial market in the world. You see, in life, the only thing that no one can take from you are the skill sets that you develop. We just thank God that he gave Christopher Terry the wisdom, first of all, over 25 years ago, where his wife, Isis De La Torre, taught him how to trade. I thank God for Christopher Terry also that was not selfish, because normally traders do not share their secrets. But Christopher Terry used to charge $4,500 just to teach people how to trade over the weekend. Okay, for a weekend to learn how to trade, he was charging $4,500. But the people that were showing up were the people that were wealthy already. But Christopher Terry had a vision. He wanted to be able to give back. Because of his story, because of his struggle, he wanted to be able to reach the masses. So what he did was he went away and, came up with this platform. And I thank God for giving him this educational platform at a price that will be able to reach the masses. Yes, Christopher Terry came up with this educational platform that now that we have over 70 videos we have in the IML Academy. We are talking about you getting a Forex education, a #1 top education from master traders. We start you off at what I call the pre-K level. You understand? Because this is a new market for us. So we start you off at the basic level, we take you through the intermediate, all the way through advanced. Everything that you need to be a profitable trader, you can get it in the IML Academy. So now we are without excuse. You can become a profitable trader by getting into the IML Academy. I'm so excited about that. And my philosophy is if I give a man a fish, he will eat for a day. But if I teach him how to fish, he can eat for a lifetime. And that's what we endeavor to do with our people, with the next generation, is to be able to teach them how to fish so that they can go into this liquid financial market, $5.3 trillion traded per day industry, and literally extract money without permission.
Absolutely.
Okay? I don't care if they're in their PJs. I don't care if they're on the largest beach of the world. They can extract money from this industry. Thank you so very much. Back to you, Tamara.
I love it. And we do trade in our PJs, don't we?
Love it.
We trade in our PJs. We trade by the ocean. They call me the Forex Travelista now. We just got back from Las Vegas. So you hear a lot of people coughing, all that smoke, but I didn't want it to keep me from being with you this evening. We're trading. I was in, where was I over the Christmas holiday? I spent a couple of weeks in, where was I? Starts in Dominican Republic. And, you know, it's interesting. I was with my mom for another week in Cancun, and what a blessing it was to be able to listen to Adeze Duncan, one of our trainers. What a blessing it was to be able to use this harmonic scanner from the shore. This scanner scans the markets, ladies and gentlemen, provides you all the information you need, entries, stop loss, take profit points. Yeah, we own this software. Gives you the high, accuracy predictions. Imagine a scanner and you're a beginner and all this squiggly line stuff confuses you. You don't know what to do with it, but it's going to show you what to do. It's going to allow you to profit. I have men and women on this call right now, and I'm going to tell you a little secret. Can I tell them, baby? I have a gentleman on the line and countless others who have earned thousands a day. 10,000 a day. I have a woman on the line who did 89,000 in one morning using the scanner, $30,000 just last week. Another that did $300,000 last week using the scanner. Tammy George, congratulations to you. You quickened your pace to gain knowledge. I know you did the same thing, Marilyn Lee. I'm so proud of you. We're using this tool, ladies and gentlemen. Whoever invited you on, they've heard about this harmonic scanner. I have a gentleman who put in $1,500 to start. He borrowed it. You can start with as little as $20, $100, right? Like my little nephew who texted me today, 20 years old, made $187 just today. He's on there. Hi, Gerald. I love you, baby. This is exciting to share this with your loved ones. We're on fire. If you've got young nephews, if you've got young children, they did not learn how to trade in school. If you're someone who has degrees, you're degreed up like me and so many others. But when you get to work, you can't even entertain the thought of being in an environment where you can make $10 million in less than a year, like a Timothy Holloman, who we personally sponsored. I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. It's out there. Listen, I thank you, brother, for teaching men and women how to use this scanner from your perspective. I mean, we have countless women and men. And again, I got to give disclaimers. Past profits do not guarantee your future results. But I can tell you this, don't be typical. Just because results aren't typical, don't be typical. We're creating new stories every day. We're creating new testimonies that are not typical every day. So that's perspective, baby, perspective. You know, Swipe Trades, that's another product as we wrap up on the products. We live in a world that thrives on convenience. You know, people have a strong need for what Swipe Trades is offering. This is the future, ladies and gentlemen, when you can open up your cell phone. And it's kind of like Cindy Chickadea says, it's like the Tinder for money. She's from London. And I know if you're on there, Cindy Chickadea from London, you'll get a kick out of that, right? But she says, you know what? Why wouldn't you want a product that allows you to receive trade alerts? You don't know what you're doing. We'll show you what to do. We've got these amazing copy and paste tools. No trading experience necessary. The web analyzer literally says, any of the ladies on the line, what sound does it make? What sound does it make? What sound does it make? It says, cha-ching. I think somebody's off mute, right? That's what it does. And I love that so much. Here's another tool that each one of you will be able to use. It's gonna find entry strategies for you. Super, super, super exciting, okay? Listen, the training and the support that you're going to receive is also second to none. It will blow your mind what you're able to do when you're supported by other people who want you to win. Our training program provides complete product setup, weekly personal development. We've got the IMLtrain.com, the IML universe, you know, 7-figure mentorship from myself and from countless other members. I thank you all for your brotherhood and your sisterhood, helping men and women claim their financial independence. This is how you get started. Listen, because we just wanted tonight to introduce you to this industry, to introduce you to this space, this very sacred space. It's simple to get started. I want you to take advantage of all the products that I shared with you today. The IML Academy, the IML TV, the Harmonic Scanner, which allowed me to do 20 grand my second month. I didn't even know what I was doing, right? And again, past profits do not guarantee your future results. But I can tell you that that's a product that's working for myself and thousands of other men and women in our team. These optional add-ons, there's nothing optional about turning your cell phone into an ATM, is it? So get all of the products. It's going to cost you roughly $250, and that's going to allow you to be a customer and use all of these products while you're earning, while you're learning. You can be just like the rest of us rich girls. And I'm going to tell you something else. Of course, there's a monthly fee. You pay a monthly fee for your cell phone. You pay a monthly fee for your internet. You pay a monthly fee for, my goodness, magazine subscriptions. Why would this be free? But what if I told you it could be? What if I told you Isis De La Torre and Christopher Terry have actually allowed you to tell two people and get access to these products and services for free? We all get a very unique customer link, a referral link. And you can just give it out to people. And when two people join and they decide to be a customer, as long as they don't advance and become a builder, we'll talk about that in a moment, but as long as they're constantly paying their monthly fee, listen, it's like getting a scholarship. If you went to your university tomorrow, all the students on the line, we have a lot of millennials who are rolling with us. Terry Lofton, Angelina Ford, I'm so proud of you all. You're doing some really great things. Listen, if you went to your school and you said, hey, if I get 2 students, will you waive my tuition fee? They'd laugh at you. We're not laughing. This is our policy. And it even gets better and better. There's even more money on the line. I'm going to bring someone on in a moment to tell you a little bit about this. We're going to spend 5 minutes on this additional money. You're going to wish I'd spent even more time, but I'm out of time and I don't want to keep you all night. We're not selling juices and lotions and potions. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but this is a different environment. I don't have to tell you how we picked the berry off of the tree in the Himalayan mountains and we brought it back and smushed it up and added this and that and this and that. And I need you to buy it and be garage qualified, truck qualified, closet qualified, basement qualified, or I won't make any money off of you. We are profiting in the markets, in the Forex markets, independent of anyone. The person who invited you on, they do not need you to join in order for them to be successful. That's what makes this space so unique. Ladies, that's what makes this space so sexy. Women, you don't need anybody anymore to help you make money, profit in this space. You can do it yourself. That's what we're doing. But I want to tell you all this. Women like Nietzsche, let's get her off mute. Nietzsche said, you know what, Tamara? A little birdie told me that you all were paying for referrals. Well, I'm a boss. She's from Detroit, and she's at one of the premier radio and television stations, and everybody respects you. I've heard of you. And now you're a rich girl, trade sister. Man, oh man, why would anyone want to leave any of the money we're about to talk about on the table? They're learning the trade. But why should every single woman on this line be a part of your organization or the organization of the person who invited them on today? Why would they never want to miss this money?
Well, thank you so much, Tamara. First of all, I love this movement. It is amazing. You know, I was in the post office maybe about 2 weeks ago, and there's a lady that I always see when I go in there. And she let me know that they had changed her hours and had changed around what her retirement could be and changed around what her money was going to be. And I was like, well, you know, don't you just want to go ahead and retire? And she said, well, and she's been there like maybe 22 years. And she said, you know, I just can't financially, I can't do it. And so I'm saying that to say this, not only is this a movement with the Rich Girls Trade movement where we're supporting each other in this whole movement, but we don't want to leave any money on the table. This is money that you can make. You know, people might say, I can't do this because I'm a full-time mom or a full-time student. You can do this while you're waiting at the bus stop. You can trade while you are waiting for your kids to come out of practice. You can trade while you're waiting at daycare. This is something that you can do all the time. And the thing I love about the movement is, you know, money sometimes makes people nervous, but you have an entire crew of women who are standing in agreement with you. And we all want to see everybody win. We want to see you win. We want to see everybody win. So I'm really excited about that. I'm excited about the everyday woman. Sometimes money scares the everyday mom, you know, if she thinks that she can't get there, or the student, but this is for everybody. This is for, I promise you, it is for everybody. There is money available to you, and I'm excited. I'm absolutely excited about it. You know, this is something that I do, even though I have a clothing line, even though I'm in, you know, the TV and media industry. I wasn't going to leave any money on the table. So I was going to make sure that I jumped in. I'm so excited that I did. So I'm excited to, you know, to be connected with everybody here. Tamara, thank you so much.
You know what? I called it extra money, and somebody laughed at me. They said, "What's extra about it?" I said, "Well, it's residual income. It's money that comes in, so
Yes,
you don't
it
have to
is.
go out and get it, right?" and it just comes, and it comes, and it comes, and you can't stop it. We've got a lot of men and women on the line today that you and Deb Toomer and so many others invited on. Nikki Howard Combs, are you there? Is Nikki there? Is Nikki there? Hey there. I just saw about 5 of your guests on the line as well. And we're so proud of you because you're taking advantage of this team builder bonus like Nietzsche and like the rest of us. I know most people got on to learn how to trade and they don't want to be a part of those pyramid things, right? Like their jobs, you know, Nietzsche's giggling, but isn't that the truth? You know, every single time you sign somebody up, the company pays you $35, you know, and when they tell someone you get $10, they tell somebody you get $5, and you look up 3 people and they got a month, Nikki. You know, 12 people and they're paying you $600 a month, right? When I was in the Dominican, the butler said, "I make $200 a month, ma'am." I made sure I gave him that every day, right? And he said, "I work 11 hours a day, 11 days straight, 3 days off. I work 4 hours away from my family." That is his monthly income. We're finding out because Rich Girls Trade is in so many countries. We're finding out that is a story, particularly in South America and a lot of the islands. So Nikki, when you hit Platinum 1000, 30 people plus, you've got way more than that. But in those 3 groups, those 3 legs, if you will, how did it feel getting an additional $12,000 a year? And congratulations.
It felt like it was just the beginning. It's an exciting time. It's exciting to be able to share this with women all over the world, but especially women like Tam, who is not going to let you fail. She's going to be your biggest cheerleader. Even on those days when you feel like, I just don't feel like doing this, don't call Tam, because she's going to make you feel like you're going to do it. But it's just a great opportunity. My why in the beginning, and still is that I have a son in college, and I want him to have options that we didn't have. And I'm not the go out and sell and get people all excited. I let people watch and see. And even with him, 18 years old, whenever he comes home, he hears me talking about this trading thing. And so now he's like, "Okay, Mom, you got to tell me more about this." And that's my goal. My goal is to reach this younger generation of and I don't want to say kids, they're not kids anymore, of young adults who they have the entrepreneurial mindset that we didn't have. Some of us were fortunate enough to get that, but most in my age group, you know, they thought go to college, get a good job, work for 30 years, retire, and hope you have a retirement and pension that can sustain you for the rest of your life. These young adults today, they don't think like that. They have a sense of entitlement, but also they have a sense of yearning and going out and get it. So the young kids are going to get it. We just came back from Vegas, and Pam, would you say 70% of the people there were under 30?
Yes, absolutely.
It was amazing to see it, but the whole time you saw young adults, Facebook Living and pushing you out of the way because they wanted to get to the session before you. These kids are hungry, and I'm just happy that my son is realizing that there is more to his future than what we could have told him about. So for me, my why is to keep him motivated and let him tell his friends about it so that we can give back to this younger generation so they can build generational wealth and pass it on, because you can't count on corporate America. The mindset of the young adults today, they don't care about corporate America. They want to go out and get it. And this is giving them that platform, and I want to be that conduit for them to help them get that. And that, along with Tam's Rich Girls Give, that's just a whole nother blessing where we can give to less fortunate women, young girls, ages 12 to 16, and we can show them that there is a better way. We can show them that we love them, and we can show them that they have opportunities. And so I just think it's a great, great platform for building wealth, for getting educated, and for passing on, giving back. So I love it. I love Tam. Anything that she needs, anything that she wants, all she has to do is say Nick, and it's done. And I just appreciate that. I know that I can do the same with her, and she's not going to let any of us. If you're on her team, you got a winner, and you have somebody cheering for you, and you can do this.
Bless you, Nikki. We're looking at your beautiful self on the screen, and I thank you for being such a beautiful sister. And you mentioned Rich Girls Give. I think Autumn, Watson, Christian, Joy and Alexander and April and so many others, Gina Lima, you guys are doing some amazing things. Look, I can't skip this slide because this is the activity that's happening. If you're wondering who's taking advantage of this residual income, well, that's who's taking advantage of it. Look, you're right, Nikki, they were babies. They were a bunch of babies. They were kids, and they're all matriculating through this compensation plan. As you can see on the left side of the screen, as we wrap up, these positions, Platinum 150, Platinum 600, Platinum 1000. I know many of you are on the line, and I'm so happy for you. Platinum 2000, for the builders, for people who think they're popular, for people who are getting likes on Facebook for their cat or their dog. Give me a break, or posing. We're getting paid for sharing our messaging. A simple 75 people get you Platinum 2000. And I know you're a sneeze away from that, Nikki. I know Simone I think she already hit it. Congratulations, Simone Webster. And Deb Toomer, if you're there, I want you to help me wrap this up, because you're one of our featured guests tonight as well. But Platinum 5000, that's just 225 men and women. Somebody as popular as you, I just know what you're going to do with this. That's an extra $5,000 a month, like Ahmed Jama Yanle. Congratulations to you and Ali, our team members in London, thanks to Andre Campbell. Chairman 10, we have these chairman positions, ladies and gentlemen, where it starts to get better and better. 500 people, and they're paying you $10,000 a month. If you've been in other companies, and I know many of you have been, you've never seen a compensation plan so generous. Chairman 25, it was such a thrill helping the first person at Chairman 10, and then the next, and then the next, and then the next, and then to have women in my organization, in my success line, because I don't believe in a down line, earning $25,000 a month, but it was only 1,250 people. And then Chairman 50, I have 2 women that I personally mentored. I'm so proud of them. One was already a multimillionaire. She's got over 2,500 people in her organization that would have paid you $50,000 a month. Plus there's bonuses. We're so excited. My husband and I were so thrilled. And I want to take this opportunity to thank all of you who are in Rich Girls Trade, Rich Guys Trade 2, and all of the other franchisees that have been born because we said yes and God allowed us to be a vessel. This is really a big deal. I look on the screen and I see Andre Campbell, another one of our Chairman 10. Richard Duncan, another one of our Chairman 10. This is a big deal. All we want to do is duplicate ourselves and show you all how to do what we've done. Chairman 100, there's about how many in the company? 4, 5, 6 of them earning $100,000 a month. Just 5,000 people, Deb. Chairman 250, $250,000 a month for 15,000 people. Deb, I found out when I was in Toronto, building with Francis Murray, there are over 6.4 million people in just that tri-state area. What about Miami, where our next event will be?
Tamara, that's so true, and I'm so glad you're just sharing all this wonderful information with all of us because, it is really critical, and you're right. This is doable. This is something that we can all do, and I'm so blessed to hear one of our sisters that spoke earlier about what we're doing and giving back to the young ladies because that's really key. We're building this for the future generations to come, and you're right. It's just easy. It's doable. It's duplicatable, and we can and we will do it.
Absolutely. We've actually got 27-year-olds earning $500,000 a month. You're going to get prestigious leadership when you join, world-class products and services, a dynamic platform for any situation, a friendly and supportive culture. We're committed to your success, unmatched passion and vision. We're showing you how to let your money work for you. If it's currently not working for you, you are missing the boat. My husband and I can't wait to meet so many of you in the Michigan market. I know it will be standing room only again, April 7th. And Justin Ford, I'm so excited you'll be joining us as well. Another one of our rich guys. If you're in the area, send somebody. If you're not in the area, send somebody. If you're in the area, if you're in Ohio, if you're in Canada, get here if you can, right? You don't want to miss out. We are so honored this evening to have shared, iMarkets Live with you. We're so thrilled that so many of you have decided you want to be a part of this family, this wealth building opportunity is something that anybody can take advantage of. It's not just for me. It's not just for Nikki. It's not just for Nietzsche. It's for whoever wants it. And so what I want to do right now as we wrap up is invite you to get with the person who invited you on. Tell them, I'm ready to get started. Not now, but right now. If it's, if Tamara, if you can do it, I can do it too. Nietzsche, if you can do it, I can do it too. Simone Webster, if you can do it, they can do what? They can do it too. I want to thank you all for your time. And again, we'll see you all at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. God bless you and welcome to iMarkets Live. Get with the person who invited you on tonight. Bye for now.
Bye.